Hi everyone, my name is Lauren and I'm a lead charter agent with NauticEd Sailing Vacations. I'm so excited to be here today to share one of my absolute favorite yacht charter destinations with you, the Aeolian Islands of Sicily. Whether you're a seasoned sailor or someone dreaming about their first sailing adventure, this presentation is packed with everything you need to know to plan an unforgettable trip to this stunning Mediterranean gem. We'll cover the basics like when to go, what to expect, and how to get there, as well as dive into the unique charm of each island, sample itineraries, and tips to help you make the most of your time on the water. So sit back, relax, and let's set sail for the Aeolian Islands. Now, what we loved most about chartering the Aeolians was the variety of things to do and see, not only in the water and on land. The Aeolian Islands really do offer a perfect blend of adventure, relaxation, and cultural exploration. There's something to do for everyone. Whether you're into hiking, soaking in thermal spas, exploring charming villages, or just lounging on the yacht with a glass or two of Sicilian wine. Chartering here allows you to hop between islands, discover hidden coves, hike volcanoes, and immerse yourself in local Sicilian traditions, all at your own pace. Whether you're seeking luxury, solitude, nature, or adventure, or even a mix, the Aeolians deliver an unforgettable experience. Now, to give you an idea of where we're headed, here's a quick geography lesson. The Aeolian Islands are located about 15 to 30 miles off the northern Sicilian coast. And as you can see from a map, it's a compact group of islands perfect for a yacht charter. And now some general tips about chartering in the Aeolian Islands. The optimal time for yacht charters is between May and October, with peak conditions in July and August. The shoulder months of May, June, and September provide pleasant weather with fewer tourists. The NauticEd team classifies sailing in the Aeolians as an intermediate sailing skills destination due to occasional strong winds, open water passages, and volcanic coastlines that demand careful navigation. For bareboat charters, formal licensure such as the NauticEd SLC is mandatory. Those without a license can hire a skipper for added safety and guidance. Now, the distances between islands are short, typically 5 to 20 nautical miles, making island hopping easy and enjoyable. Routes can be planned to suit both relaxed itineraries and more adventurous schedules. Mediterranean mooring is common in most marinas and harbors, though there are smaller anchorages which provide overnight stays close to nature and under the stars. Named after Aeolus, the mythical god of the winds, the islands were considered a place of divine power and natural wonder. A perfect place for sailing indeed. Now, these islands have been inhabited since prehistoric times, with archaeological evidence of settlements dating back to the Neolithic era. The islands also played a significant role in ancient trade routes. Today, they blend old world charm with modern hospitality, offering Aeolian visitors a taste of authentic Sicilian island life. Now for some logistics. Charters in the Aeolians, like most of the Med, operate on a Saturday-to-Saturday schedule in 7-day increments. Charters start Saturday evening with the first night in the home marina, absent priority boarding, which we do recommend. Now, while the disembark is early Saturday morning, there is an obligatory return to the base by Friday evening. The charter companies in the Aeolians don't provide detailed chart briefings, so it's best to do your homework ahead of time. And for some more logistics, there are two main bases for embarking on an Aeolian island adventure, and they are Capo d'Orlando Marina and Marina Portorosa in Funari. Getting there is half the fun. Travelers can fly into Catania or Palermo airports in Sicily. From there, you can grab a train to the base, or there are seasonal bus connections to Milazzo, where you can take a train or taxi to base. Airports, from either of the airports, you can also grab a train to a nearby stop, and we recommend using Trenitalia, which provides train schedules and tickets. Alternatively, we can arrange a transfer through the charter company from either one of the airports or the train stations. Now let me introduce you to the stars of the show, the seven sisters of the Aeolian Islands. Each one has its own unique character, so you'll never get bored. We'll cover them more in detail, but here's a brief overview. Lipari is its largest island, a vibrant hub with historical landmarks and modern amenities. Vulcano is famous for its craters and mud baths. Salina is known for its lush vineyards and wine. Stromboli captivates with its active volcano and dramatic eruptions. Panarea is great for upscale charm, and the islands of Filicudi and Alicudi offer tranquility, nature, and rugged beauty. Now, let's talk about the islands themselves. Lipari is the largest, principal, and most developed island in the archipelago that was formed on an ancient volcano. Head to Marina Corta to find a lovely square surrounded by restaurants, bars, shops, museums, and cathedrals. Now, there's something for everyone on Lipari. For history lovers, the most visible symbol of ancient remains is the castle, which is now the Aeolian Archaeological Museum. For nature lovers, there's great hiking with 3 mountain peaks. For cosmopolitan lovers, they can wander through cobbled streets for boutiques and restaurants. For water lovers, head to the Spiaggia Bianca, the most beautiful beach on the island. And for food lovers, there's plenty of dining and even Michelin restaurants offering authentic Aeolian cuisine. Up next is Vulcano. Named after the Roman god of fire, Vulcano is famous for its craters, sulfur fumaroles, and therapeutic mud baths. You know you're approaching Vulcano from a distance thanks to its pretty plumes of smoke rising into the sunset, and you know you're close when you can smell the sulfur fumaroles. Vulcano is the southernmost of the Aeolian Islands, and it's composed of several extinct and one active crater. Porto de Levante serves as the main marina. After you dock your yacht here, stern 2 on the quay, walk along the promenade to reach the mud baths hidden behind a small hill. Now, the mud baths are basically a large, muddy pit of smelly goop said to work wonders on arthritis, rheumatism, and skin problems. Afterwards, bathe in the warm seawater pools heated by underground springs. Now, just a tip, you want to be careful with the mud to avoid the face and getting it in your eyes. And a local told us if you do get it anywhere near your eyes, to take a fresh lemon and squeeze it directly into your eye. Now, unfortunately, I had to experience this, and I can tell you for sure that squeezing a lemon directly into your eye does remove the pain from the sulfur irritation. Another major attraction in Vulcano is to trek up to the Grand Crater for breathtaking views of the archipelago. It's a little bit more strenuous than we anticipated, and it takes approximately an hour to reach the crater's edge. However, the sight is quite worth it. Other options for exploring Vulcano include renting a scooter or circumnavigating Vulcano by boat. There are many points of interest from beaches to jagged coastlines to small bays and grottos and caves. You can even stop in Gelso to view the old lighthouse. Next up is Salina, the second largest island known for its lush green landscapes. It's famous for its vineyards producing Malvasia wine and for its capers. Formed by 2 peaks of volcanic origin, which once gave the island its name of diadem or twin, now it's called Salina for the salt pans to the southeast of the island. Interestingly, it's the only Aeolian island to have a natural fresh water supply, hence the lush and green landscape. Now, Santa Marina Salina is the main port, and you'll moor stern 2 along the quay. Here you can find a charming village and access to the hike of Monte Fassa, the highest peak in the Aeolians. We rented a scooter, well, more like a 3-wheeled buggy, and discovered the beauties of the main town and quaint villages of Malfa, Leni, Palara, and Ranella. The Museum of Emigration in Malfa and the Ethnographic Museum in Lingua may also be of interest. Don't forget to stop by Palara, the old fishing village that you can reach by following a couple of steep steps through a fisherman's house built into the cliffs. What's famous here is Panarea Beach, a stunning bay featured in the film Il Postino. If adventure and bucket list is what you're looking for, look no further than Stromboli. A highlight for adventure seekers, Stromboli is home to one of the world's most active volcanoes. It has been erupting continuously for over 2,000 years, offering spectacular natural fireworks at night. Now, while it's the most distant and most eastern of the Aeolian Islands, it's still not far considering. Now, the one thing you have to do on Stromboli is take a guided hike to the crater. Now, back when we went on charter here, hiking to the crater, we were able, with our guide, to get to the very top to view the various craters all exploding at night. It was just truly remarkable. Recently, there's been some more active activity in the volcano, and so the guided tour only takes you about halfway up. You can still get beautiful views of the eruptions, and is certainly a must-do. Another must-do after you hike the crater is to sail around the island and look at the Sciara del Fuoco. This is the lava flow. Doing this by night and by sea is the only way to do it, and it's an absolute must. The intermittent flashes and the lava flowing from the volcano down into the sea can be seen from a great distance, which is why the island has been called the lighthouse of the Tyrrhenian Sea. Now, Little Panarea. While Panarea might be the smallest of the Aeolians, it is definitely the most exclusive and fashionable. It's known for its upscale vibe, white houses, and nightlife. This tiny jewel enchants artists, writers, stylists, musicians, and celebrities from all over the world. Mooring in Porto San Pietro provides easy access to the island's main area of San Pietro. Here, you'll definitely know it because of the architecture of the houses. White houses with blue doors and windows. There are two main things to do in this town: sightsee the town with its labyrinth of narrow streets and shops, and stop by the Church of San Pietro for remarkable sea views. There's a long path to Capo Milese and Calajanco begins. At Capo Milese, there's a prehistoric village, which is awesome to see, and Calajanco is one of the most beautiful cave inlets in the entire archipelago, a stunning, stunning swimming spot surrounded by rocky cliffs. As evening approaches in Panarea, grab an aperitif, quite traditional of Sicilians, enjoy an upscale dinner, plenty of restaurants to be found, and then head to Rhea to dance until dawn with amazing views of Stromboli's night eruptions from afar. Now, in the west of the Aeolian archipelago, we have Filicudi, a tranquil and less developed island. It's ideal for those seeking solitude and unspoiled nature. Here you can hike to the ancient village of Zucco Grande or explore the island's two villages, Filicudi Porto, where you're more, and Pecorini a Mare, which is on the interior. Circumnavigating the island by boat is amazing, with tons of stops from Capo Graziano in the south, around to the town of Pecorini Mare, and then to the Grotto de Bu Marina, continuing along the western side of the island until the Punta Zata with its lighthouse, and finally making it back to the port. And Alicudi, the island that time forgot. The most remote and traditional of the Aeolian Islands, Alicudi has no roads and no cars and no public lighting, only mule tracks offering a step back in time. It's a paradise for hikers and those looking to disconnect from modern life. A remote and wild charm with very few inhabitants, few structures, a small port with no amenities, and only one market store. This island is simple and basic and an oasis of peace. Now, just like each island has its own vibe with no wrong way to explore them, there is no wrong way to plan an itinerary in the Aeolians. Just like choosing your favorite gelato, there are endless options and they're all good. Whether you want a fast-paced adventure, a relaxed nature journey, or just some island hopping cultural fun, the Aeolian Islands cater to it all. One of the best things about sailing here are the plenty of options for mooring and anchoring. From bustling marinas to quiet bays, you can decide whether you want to be in the heart of the action or tucked away underneath the stars. Some quick tips to make your trip even better. Pack light. Most of the magic here is outdoors. Stay late and start early if you want to tack on some time exploring Sicily. We spent several days in Palermo and had an absolute fabulous time. Want to feel like royalty? Add a crew for that touch of luxury, or take a full-on luxury charter. And if you're in a hurry to hit the water, opt for early boarding. Now, this isn't a one-size-fits-all trip. Love water sports? Rent some water toys. Prefer a mix of land and sea? Plan a few excursions while on land. Want someone else to handle the cooking? Add a chef to your crew. The options are endless and they're all designed to make your vacation unforgettable. How's that for an Aeolian adventure? Now who's ready to set sail? What are you waiting for? Your dream Aeolian adventure is just a click or a call away. Contact NauticEd Sailing Vacations and we'll help you plan the trip of a lifetime. Just get ready to make memories that'll last forever.